Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Miranda if you're new here, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for subscribing. And if you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to subscribe to me. I make videos every Sunday. This week I'm going to show you how to make a pair of button bloomers. So if you would like to learn how to make it, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, we're getting things started by taking a pair of panties or a bathing suit that you already own and go ahead and trace around it, putting a little bit more at the top and the side. And then I'm going to use a ruler just to straighten up the sides a little bit. Now we're going to go a little bit more than halfway up this curve and draw a straight line from the curve up to the top, and this will be our flat pattern later on, and I'm adding a little bit more to the side. Moving on to the back pattern piece, we're just going to go ahead and trace it out. I'm going to put a little bit more at the top and make it kind of curved, and then draw a line like that, and then just trace out the rest of it. And this will be the back pattern piece. And now I'm going to cut out my pieces on the fold, so I'm starting with the front, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the fold and cut it out. And then same for the back, put it on the fold and cut it out. And now for the flat piece, I'm just folding over to that line that we made earlier, putting that on the fold and cutting two of these out. Once we have our two flat pieces, I'm going to put them right sides together and sew these sides. Once that's done, I'm going to clip off the corners. And then I'm going to top stitch over the top of it. Now we're going to put on our buttons, but before we put on the buttons, we need to make sure that it's even, so I'm measuring about 1.5 inches from the side and 1 inch from the top, and then I'm going to mark it with chalk. And then I'm going to draw a straight line meeting them in the middle. I'm going to put my button in my button foot and go ahead and switch from my regular presser foot to my buttonhole foot. And now lining up those marks that we made earlier, I'm going to go ahead and put that into my machine, put my presser foot down, change to the buttonhole stitch, and then go ahead and make my buttonholes. As you can see that I'm slowly easing the fabric, I'm not pulling it, I'm just guiding it. And now I'm going to put pins to make sure that I don't seam rip through my fabric, and I'm going to seam rip my buttonholes open. Your button should fit perfectly. Now I'm switching back to my regular foot, and I'm putting the flap on the right side of my bloomer, and I'm going to sew that down. Once that's done, I'm going to put my front and back piece together and sew these sides. Once that is complete, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the top edges and the leg holes and cut out elastic to my waist measurement and my 2 leg holes. Now we're going to make a casing for our elastic, so make a casing a little bit bigger than what our elastic is, and go ahead and do that on the waist and on the legs. Pin that and sew it, leaving a 2-inch opening to put your elastic through, and then go ahead and put a safety pin to your elastic and weave it through your casings. Once it's through, go ahead and sew your elastic together, put it back in the casing and close it, and then mark where your buttons are going to go through your buttonholes. Your last step is to sew your buttons on. And this is the bloomers, guys. If you would like to add 4 buttons, then go ahead and do that. That'd be super cute. It would look like a sailor type deal, but I just wanted 2. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching.